Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project, Magnetic Reversal News, Sacred Geography, and Shinrin Yoku, bringing you a grand solar minimum update Wednesday, December 21st, around 2 p.m. Mountain Time 2022. The December solstice countdown is on, and we wish you all a happy holiday, a happy solstice, and a new year. But the big story, a dangerous storm. Millions brace for weather forecast with blizzard conditions and sub-zero temps. Record-breaking cold. Keep calm. It's boom time. Winter storm wind chill advisories stretch from Minnesota to Texas as 26 states brace for the bitter cold. Hawaii even pummeled with near blizzard conditions a week after Mauna Loa stopped erupting. Can you believe this? Holy macaroni. Blockbuster cold strikes North America, and the UK is on for its ninth coldest December in 363 years of record keeping. Cold records shattered across Canada. People being warned to stay inside with wind chills minus 50. We could see wind chills to minus 60 across the upper 48 in just a few hours. Here's the storm system, the culprit, and those tight isobars that is going to make its way across the country and bring blizzard conditions to places like Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio. Look at how tight these isobars get. Anywhere near the Great Lakes, it is going to be windy. And then Pennsylvania, Western New York are going to pick up on the blizzard action by Saturday. So big storm coming in, but not a lot of snow. Take a look at that. Heaviest totals on the central Appalachians here, maybe 9 to 12 inches in places like Snowshoe, and then the lake effect regions. Eastern Michigan is going to be the big winner, chicken dinner, as well as the Great Lakes snow belts. And then we have another system coming through at the new year, bringing heavy snow to the west. Much needed snow. Let's talk about the cold. Already sitting in freezing, frigid temperatures in Montana, where it's going to struggle to get above minus 20 today in Montana. That cold is going to drop down into Wyoming tonight into Thursday. And it is going to be cold in Wyoming with them struggling to get above minus teens tomorrow. That cold plume makes its way all the way down to the panhandle of Texas by Thursday. And by Friday, the entire southeast is engulfed in the beast. And it's looking like the coldest 3-day period Florida has seen for maybe decades. It's going to struggle to get above 50 degrees for the entire state of Florida, while half the state's below freezing for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and the day after. And we're going to see record temperatures being broke all across the eastern seaboard. Dangerous cold conditions, especially Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, and the day before Christmas Eve across the northern tier. So heads up. And please, if you know of anyone in need, give them a hand. It is the holiday season. Dangerous Arctic outbreak to impact much of the lower 48. An extremely dangerous Arctic blast will impact much of the lower 48 over the next several days. People in Texas and across the southeast will see their pipes burst. So heads up, if that's going to happen, leave a trickle on to keep the pipes from bursting. There'll be wind chill warnings, watches, and advisories. They are extending now from interior Northwest and the northern Rocky Mountains to the Gulf states. Take a look at these warnings. Holy macaroni. Winter storm watches and warnings, blizzard warnings across 4 states here, winter storm, flood, everything. Click on your county to find out more of what this cocktail of holiday amazement will bring you. Humboldt County earthquake. Governor Newsom declares state of emergency after the deadly NorCal earthquake. Now 2 dead and 12 injured. Roads have been damaged as well, and the cleanup continues. As we check out the seismic map, there are no quakes of note. Aftershocks occurring in this region continue, and that is to be expected for another day or so. So heads up. Worldwide volcano news update. All is quiet on the volcano front. Even Kilauea has ceased erupting after it started a few days ago. But we do have an update here on Krakatoa, the baby of Krakatoa. It is a growing. Damn, I can't even move this in here. There it is. You can clearly see, if I can manipulate this, the whole new section of the island forming to the west flank here as it continues to grow. Krakatoa, new update. Now, the sun did have 2 cannibal CMEs shooting off the eastern limb, but those are now off the model. We just have one little popper here. Nothing is coming at Earth. Good news. Space Weather News enthusiast dashboard showing the solar X-ray flux dropping off into B range. No flaring in the last 24 hours of any significant value. The current geomagnetic activity is at KP3. All is quiet on the western front. No forecast geomagnetic storms. We could pop up into KP4 because of this coronal hole action in the next day or so, but nothing significant. And here we are taking a look. We did have a phi angle shift from Earth to Sun to Earth just a few hours ago. And back here is when we had that California earthquake. So heads up there. Now we do have an interesting object here that is swinging around the sun. Keep an eye on this little white dot in the upper left of the sun there. And we're just going to move it through here. It appears to be a comet coming in. There's lots of debris moving here. Multiple objects. Then there's just one. And then this object, which should dive into the sun, hooks away from the sun. Take a look at that. Pretty fantastic. And then even comes back towards us. So this almost as if doing a 360 here. Is it an optical illusion? Is it part of this debris field here where we see objects moving to the right here? And then we have a glitch. And keep your eye on this one right there. It jumps to right here. And then just a few frames of it. There's only about 10 or 11 frames of the entire object. And even up in the top left here, we can see another object moving suspiciously. There's the object. So, no idea what this could be. It could be a glitch. It could be the mothership. What say you? Please leave your thoughts in the comments. Now here's the latest solar cycle comparison. You can see we have solar cycle 25 matching 24 and maybe about to fall below 24's threshold. So buckle up for grand solar minimum conditions. Christmas comet alert. If it's not too late, ask for a telescope for Christmas. Comet ZTF or C 2022 E3 is approaching Earth for a close encounter next month, and it already looks great. It's an electric comet. Here's a picture from Michael Yeager, photographer, of the two-tailed interplanetary snowball, they call it. I assure you there's no snow on this rock, just an electric rock with an ion, multiple tails, and multiple plasma discharges. We have the plasma sphere forming the coma of the comet, and we have several tails, a debris tail they call it, and the ion tail. Now, the comet has become an exciting object. Although it won't reach maximum brightness until late January or February, it's already showing two tails and a bright green atmosphere. So heads up, we've got a new electric comet coming into the solar system. Big news, we are going to be interviewing Anders Bowling, a renowned journalist from Sweden, and he has a great podcast called Mind the Shift. We'll link you to his YouTube channel at Mind the Shift, as well as his blog, and check it out. If you have any questions that you'd like us to ask Anders, leave them in the comments below. The reason I reached out to him is because he did 3 recent interviews. One with Eric von Daniken, one with Robert Schoch, and another with Brian Forster. And I thought, well, this guy is definitely getting to the bottom of things, as we are. And when you watch this program, it will be probably just 19 minutes till the solstice. Well, actually, about 49 minutes, because we're going to be popping this up in just about 30. Guys, thanks for watching. That's a boom to knowledge. Hope you got something out of the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Be a hero and share the video. Support our work on Patreon. We love you. Happy solstice.